Not gonna lie, IXO, you haven't helped me with view count lately. I think these videos get like 30 views at most, so it's fine. This is gonna be a very slow roll of these cars, though. I mean, I have so many, but they're not worth doing reviews for, honestly. Anyways, this is Pato Awards number 5. Pato who? Anyways, I think I did that last year when I did this video. Jesus, I need new content. Anyways, this is his Aero McLaren car from the 2025 NDT IndyCar series. Pretty sure he finished second. People actually thought he was going to win the championship at one point. Wow, they are dumb. I just realized now that this, like, thing on the back, this car graphic, I guess, is the exact ones they use for, like, the prototype release when they announced what diecast are getting released. I can't believe I just realized that now. But anyways, here is the Pato Award number 5 Aero McLaren Aero car. Or I guess it's the Aero car for Aero McLaren. Because, you know, it's not Aero McLaren SP anymore. Anyways, first thing first, let's see if it rolls. Because we're 4 for 4 so far on the rolls. So let's test this out. This is the worst rolling one so far. Mostly because the rear end here is just pushing. It's completely pushed against the suspension. It rolls straight fine though, which I guess is ideal. Because you know what, these guys never really back up unless they make a mistake. I can probably bend that correctly. And it can start rolling correctly. It's kind of just gonna be annoying for this when I put it back. Yeah, it just bumps a little bit. It rolls pretty fine going straight though. So we'll call it a success, but it could be a lot better. But it also could be a lot worse, okay? So far, so good, I guess. Anyways, here is a look at the sponsors. On the front wing, you have Aero, number 5. Is that Electrolyte? I don't know, hold on a second. I think so. Electroic, or it's not electronic, I know that. Anyways, Chevrolet, Mission Foods, NTT Data Indycar Series, Dallara, Aero McLaren logo, Aero McLaren Electrolyte, and then I got NTT Data, that random McLaren spot. Is that Kit Kat? Oh my god, it is Kit Kat. Okay. Anyways, Aero, whatever that is. Is that their... Oh, it's probably the Saudi Arabia sponsor. Anyways, Onsemi, Mission Foods, NTT Data, IndyCar Series, Aero, PPG, Chevrolet, Lucas Oil, Aero, number 5, McLaren, Lucas Oil, Chevrolet Shell Fuel, HGKA, what do I got on the fender, Mission Foods, Mahatrama, I don't know half these sponsors, man. That's Smart Shop over there. On the fenders, or tire fenders, whatever you want to call them now, Chevrolet, Electrolyte, and a couple of regular IndyCar contingencies. Electrolyte, number 5, McLaren, and the IndyCar Hybrid. For some reason, I gotta fix my camera and stuff, because this is just weird to look. Like, I can't look at it correctly. Okay. I guess that's better. I don't know why. It was looking weird. I guess it's just because I was trying to read all the sponsors. I don't know what was going on there. I just couldn't read them at some point. Anyways, it's very similar to last year's car. I mean, we'll compare, but it is basically the exact same paint scheme or livery, which is like the first time they've done that. It's not the same, but it's pretty darn close. I'm blown away, McLaren. You failed us, but at least it gives us a good way to compare these cars. They did change the number again, though, which is ridiculous. Every year, every single year, they have changed this font. Can they commit to a font, please? It is not hard. Bring back the 2020 font. But I also really liked last year's font. This year, we're back to like 2022, and it was just dumb Arial, calibrated, Times New Roman, I don't know, font. It's ridiculous. Can we commit? McLaren needs to commit to a font, just like they need to commit to letting their drivers race in F1. Also, am I wrong for thinking Pato Ward is the Lando Norris of the IndyCar team? Am I wrong for saying that? Or does Zach Brown have serious favorites at some points or another? Also, that court case is going on with McLaren and Pillow right now, and Zach Brown is just getting fucking roasted, and it is hilarious. And I really hope F1 TV covers it all for the US Grand Prix, and I think it'd be hilarious if Zach Brown gets exposed. Anyways, that's out of the way. Let's compare it to last year's car, although it's on the oval kit. As you can see, it's very similar to last year's car, paint scheme-wise, or livery-wise, sorry. The only difference I've seen so far is this little orange speck That's it. That is the only difference I've seen, other than the different body kits, and obviously we're gonna ignore that. We're just comparing the paint schemes. Anyways, there isn't anything else really remotely different. The spoiler, yeah, because it's a different whatchamacallit, aero kit. But there's just nothing else that's different. I think they still had the red tires. They just IXO didn't know how to do the red tire or the orange sidewalls on the tires, on the tire rims, not the actual tire. For some reason, they just didn't know how to do that. So I don't blame them. Also, this sponsor also seems to have the. Is that what it's supposed to be, Mahatma? Oh my God, it is. Okay, hold on a second. This is just the Mahatma logo, and you just couldn't read it over here because. Are we sure? I don't think it is. I don't think that's the Mahatma logo. It's Mahatma on both sides of this car, but it just Mahada. Okay, yeah, it is. It's just the decal got really misplaced, man. Yeah, okay. I thought I was listening. I really honestly thought it was the Saudi partner logo, which doesn't make any sense. But anyways, here it is. Yeah, the cars are pretty similar. The biggest difference, of course, this year, of course, is the aero kit, like it'll always be for every single car basically that gets released. So you aren't racing too much if you don't want to buy it. I think it'd be kind of cool for you to have a road course kit and an oval kit. That's pretty cool. Now you can work that out, but it's not a necessity necessarily. I don't think the 5 aero. Well, obviously it's not getting produced because even if it is, I think it is in the podium pack, but it's like that other paint scheme they had for the year, so it's not really gonna be featured in the podium pack, but it almost was. Otherwise, it's a pretty clean car. For some reason, it just looks weird right here with the glossy black and the orange papaya. It looks really wonky right there, just with how the angle of the camera, I guess, is. Even on this side. But it looks good, looks pretty ferocious, and they did a pretty good job with the aero screen on this one as well. Honestly, I just hate this number. I really do. I wish they brought, it's just like it's basically the old number. No, it's not. I was gonna say it's the old number, but it's less bolded, but it's completely different. Like it's not even close. But I think the F1 team are still using this font. I'm pretty sure they are. Could be wrong though. Anyways, so there it is. You're not missing out on much, honestly. But it's okay. It's the same car. I just hope they change it up again. I liked when McLaren changed their car kind of every year. I think they've gotten a little complacent in the last few years. With like 2022 to 2023 it was. Their car was pretty similar. And then 24 to 25, it's also pretty darn close. But it's fine. I really like that 2021 car. I wish they brought back that kind of paint scheme. The 22 design was kind of just bland and boring, and I hated it. So there that is. But yeah, pick this up if you want. I don't have too much else to say about it. Pato Award, maybe he'll win the championship next year, but with the way McLaren's going, they're probably just going to fumble everything, including the F1 championship. So, well, if McLaren's not going to win, I guess Max is going to win it. It's going to be hilarious. But if McLaren does win it, go Piastri, please. Let Piastri win this, for God.